in the heart. Now, this is what's happening. A little 8-month-old baby, 8 pounds, that has 4 holes in his heart. This is what we're up against. It isn't the simple stuff. It's this kind of stuff. We got another person in Israel. Hang on, Israel. I want this case for the lady in the coma. I've given Jennifer the protocol to wake that body up so that soul will inhabit that again. So I told Jennifer to expedite this over to you guys in Israel. So I want that case. Let's get this individual back in that body and get him up again. I've always wanted to work on comas, because we can get those bodies healthy while that soul's hanging around. Absolutely. And that soul then can move back into that body. I had a case once where this nurse fell outside of the emergency room, hurt her knee. And so they put her on chemical medications for that. And they were wrong medications. Hello, the nurse went into a coma. So she'd been in a coma for a month or two or longer when I heard of the case, and her dad called me and heard about me and said, is there anything you can do to save my daughter? But she has a husband. Big problem. So I said, I want that case, because you could tell the soul was hanging around. I knew that for sure. So I knew if I got her body healthy, that soul then would go into that body. The husband wouldn't let me. The husband would not let me. Jeez. I tried every way to wiggle him, and he wouldn't wiggle. And it's like, this is your wife. Didn't love her, obviously. God. Ugh. Got some brown, excuse me, brown gook out of his nose. Let's see what else. And then he lost his voice. That's typical stuff, though. But it'll clean out those vocal cords. Completely lost his voice. We forgot to tell you that he's a musician. Uh-oh. Plays guitar and sings. You'll get it back. Hang in there. You probably have it back by now. He wasn't freaked out in the least. Good. He knew exactly what was happening. He's moving that limb. Because when you clean out your vocal cords, you won't run the risk to go like Adele. See, Adele had to have surgery. So I hope she comes back stronger. If she learns about the herbs, she'll strengthen that tissue after surgery. I've got Duke, a lot of blues guys. I got a lot of people involved with cancer of the throat and stuff. Look at what's his name, guy on American Idol, Stevie Boy. Boy, can he sing. He knew exactly what was happening. He moving that limp. Then yesterday he quietly informed me that his stools are orange. Woohoo! Man, Gwen, you're kicking butt. Look at this guy. I mean, sulfur's hard to get out. Now he's getting sulfur out of those bowels.
I got this mucus.
Did you? The mucus coming out. Yeah. You get any?
Yellow, orange mucus.
Did you really? We'll have to get your eyes while you're here. You know, we'll have to see what's going on in that world of yours. Okay. Let me see. His skin is still broken out on the chin and the mouth area, though. He didn't have any of this until we started him on the high fruit diet. See what I'm saying? Fruit is the butt kicker. Vegetables, oh, good old boys in the white hats. All right. This year, and I keep him, once the kidneys are filtering, his skin will heal up. Absolutely. He's doing his protocol and drinking your herb heal tea. Hank will be at your detox class in April. I hope I can make it as well. I hope you can too, Dana. Fantastic, girl. You guys are kicking butt. See, when you do the do, you get the results. This guy is. Gwen, congratulations, my friend. You're kicking butt. Hang in there. You'll get your voice an even stronger, better, more powerful, more oxygenation. Keep in there. Hang in there. This is 04116 MKR. She said, it must be an RN. Just got that rude comment from that. Just forget about that rude comment. Yeah, thanks, sweetheart. I love you. It was the way I handled it. I'm trying to handle everything. You know, I have my lessons, and I need to not let anything disempower me and pull me away. It's just my own little shortcomings, you know, when people make comments. Because, but people, this guy, I take it, was trying to protect Centron, Brandon. There's no need to protect him. We love him. We love all of you guys. But if you're coming to tell me that eating meat is good for you, you're going to get a response to that. Simplicity 165. No crap, go Steve. Q&A 89 part 3. Are we up that high? No, we're getting up there, aren't we? Did he say crap? Excuse me. You're choking me up, crap. No crap. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it, guys. You haven't seen nothing yet. We get pretty gnarly around here because you have to have a sense of humor. If not, you're going to cry your eyes out because there's just so many serious cases out there that you got to have a sense of humor. And understand that these are just bodies, these souls. We communicate with these souls. These souls can get another body if they want. So, if they want to stay, you got to make these bodies healthy for them, or there's no staying because these kids are in trouble. This little 8-month-old, 8-pound, 4 holes in the heart. These are the cases I love, though. These are just the cases I love because I'm here to show people the power of this level of healing. Because we've seen things that you just can't believe. I have x-rays over here where the bones have totally rearranged themselves in the human body. I mean, it's just unbelievable things that I've seen with this process. And again, the spinal bifida case I refer to occasionally where she was born without L4, L5, which is the kidney vertebrae. Now she has them. I mean, that is incredible stuff. So when you start to see the power this level has to bring the consciousness up to the etheric level or to the causal level, to get that genetic remembering of cells, so to speak, this is what it takes. And you guys are proving it right on down the line here. Love it. Hey, Dave Wood, Indiana Banana. How's that leg, Indiana Banana? It looks like it was almost cleared up pretty good. Dr. Morse, here's a statement made by Dr. Robert Young about pH testing. Dr. Young, the testing of the urine and saliva pH are the single most important measurements one can do to manage the health and fitness of their blood, organs, glands, and body tissues. The saliva pH is a measurement of the alkaline reserves for buffering metabolitic environment, respiratory, and dietary acids. Okay. The urine pH is the direct measurement of the pH of the interstitial fluids or the fluids that surround the body cells. Is that last sentence correct? No. If you're not filtering from your kidneys and you're testing an alkaline pH, for those that know chemistry, then they know obviously they're not filtering lymphatically and they're getting systemically acidic. That's the conclusion you would get by that. Also, if your urine is too acidic, you could deduct that you've taken too many antibiotics in the past and you don't have the bacterial action in the lymph nodes to bring these acids from 3 or so up to 6. So there's that essential need, is to have good bacterial action in the body. Something you can't kill. You have to let nature take its course in that respect. In terms of saliva, you're just checking the mouth. You can't you can't judge the mouth pH with the liver pH because each area of the body, and particularly you got to consider weaknesses. Whenever you see a genetic weakness, that pH is going to be different because the blood flow and lymph flow in genetically compromised tissue is much more compromised than it is in healthy tissue. Jensen talked a lot about that. Me and him did a lot of dissertations together on that subject because that's what we find. In these weaker genetic areas, you're compromised. And in your eye, we'll show you the difference in the lesions between a closed lesion and an open lesion. An open lesion, better. You're going to get more blood and lymph flow in these open lesions, but closed lesions, you will see a lot of lymph stagnation around these closed lesions, and in the body you'll find more problems in that specific area lymphatically. So you can't judge that with saliva pH. No offense to Dr. Young, but I kind of disagree with that. I mean, he's on the right track, no question, but there's so much more you have to consider. Miles of interstitial fluids, and you have to consider filtration of the kidneys, blah, 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 blah. And of course that's going to wax and wane through stressors and adrenal suppressing and things like this. So you got so many cofactors to think about that you got to be careful about some of the statements. Cocolado Bevo, hello. Hey, you guys, that are on the tangerines from Florida. Are they organic? Good luck. Florida is not the best organic state in the world. Oh, pure ormus. Dr. Morse, just wondering why I have lipomas and have been on Raw for going on 2 years now. Just found more in my neck. Well, this is a good example of why, or the fact that raw foods isn't just the answer anymore. And being on raw foods, it's better, but when you're and when you're detoxifying, you can see the difference. Just spend a month detoxifying on vegetables, and then spend the next month detoxifying on fruit. See for yourself the tremendous difference. So when you just get these lipomas, you're not moving lymph. And even though you're on raw, get up into that fasting on fruit, the grape fast that everybody's doing, the lemon juices everybody's doing, the tangerine fasting everybody's doing. Get on some herbs for the kidneys, the adrenals. We are so chronic in these levels that food alone isn't doing it. And so we got to go to non-hybrid issues, because most of what we deal with is hybrid foods. We want the power of the original, which is in God's herbs. You know, the herbs, the magic healers. Paul Twitchell made that statement years ago, and I was totally in line with him with that because I'm an herbalist. So I've always thought herbs, the magic healers, is right on. They are the key. So go after those, and clean up your GI tract. It's on the neck. Clean up your GI tract too. Hard to clean up these chronic GI tracts with just raw foods. There's a lot of work to be done and a lot of people here, and you guys are getting a good first-hand look at this, how much work's involved to get healthy. Some people are working 24 hours a day to get healthy. So, you know what though? At least you got the golden key. You got the golden key to get well. And that's what's key here. I've given you that golden key, years of work and clinical observations and working with people, and it's just what we've seen. It's not my concepts, it's what we've seen. And I've looked at this with the iris, and this is where the good research is when you can use the iris sclera and you're using the symptomologies and all this. It's just great stuff. And you really get to see the do's and the don'ts and the deepers and the not so deeps and all these things like that, you know.
I can testify that too. I mean, I did test with only fruits, fruit fasting, lemon fasting, and then with herbs, without herbs, and the difference with the herbs is tremendous.
Tremendous difference. I know, I saw the same way. And in our practice here, we have people that can't afford the herbs, so we give them the teas and try to do whatever we can to help them. But you see the difference in how fast or how slow they get well. And so when you're sitting there with a very serious issue, you want to handle this ASAP. You just want to get, you're too lymphatic up, you're too acidic. So you really got to get your lymph moving there, dear one.